G'day folks, and thanks for joining me. If you are new, make sure you do all the usual stuff, like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. We're going to jump straight into some really fun stuff that I've been doing here, because as you may remember from a previous video, I've been playing the new Hot Wheels track here in Forza. Now, there would have been a video yesterday, except all the footage I recorded on my Xbox, completely gone. So that video, in the bin. So I thought, get straight into some stunts, tricks, flips, and all the other fun stuff that you probably would have done if you ever played with Hot Wheels tracks as a kid. Here is the video game equivalent. We'll jump straight into it, and I'll be back in just a moment.
Turn left. Turn sharp right. Arrived at your destination.
I thought you spit up a better drive, come on!
You have arrived at your destination.
Now, I hope you guys really enjoyed that, because I definitely had a lot of fun making those videos there. Now, after playing this game for quite a while now, and I've got Forza 3, Forza 4, Forza Motorsport 7, and now Forza Horizon 5, one of the biggest pet peeves that I have with this game is the fact that you can't really customize these cars the way you can in real life. What am I talking about? Main thing I'm talking about here is actually things like changing the color of the wheels. What if I want, say, a green wheel on the front and a white wheel on the back? I mean, it's not like people do that in real life. Wait, hang on. I actually have a car like that. Here's a picture. Also, why can't we lower the cars to make them level, or make them lower than what they actually are? You see, if it were me that was actually creating this game, shush you, why can't we do all this fun stuff like we do in real life? Now, I've got a few other things that I would actually love to see in the game, and we'll bring that up later on. But for now, let's actually jump back into where I am, because I've had to completely redo all the stuff that I'd actually done yesterday, because again, my Xbox was playing up, and I had to reset the box itself, and you know what? It wiped everything I've done. So, you know what? I'm going to jump straight in. I'm going to show you guys where I'm up to and let you guys in on sort of the positives and the negatives of the Hot Wheels track, although there's not really any real negatives, because basically this is like being a kid all over again, but with the controller in your hands. It's a hell of a lot of fun. So stay with me. Okay folks, so what I've actually done here to give you guys a bit of a look at what this Hot Wheels park looks like is go into what they call drone mode. So right now I'm actually hovering through parts of the Hot Wheels park itself. And as you can see here, it is pretty freaking epic. Right now I'm sort of in the ice area itself, and while it looks a bit chilly, thankfully I've got the heater on in here because, well, the weather's been shit to say the least. Now, while I sort of flick it around for you to have a bit of a look here, yes, there is a heck of a lot that you can see, and look at that. Beautiful, lush green right next to white, icy cold and frozen. And that is just, I'm not actually sure what that is supposed to be, but all I know is there's a lot more fun stuff over there. Now, as you can sort of see, we've got loop-de-loops and loop-de-loops and, well, loop-de-loops everywhere. I mean, there's shit that flies upside down. If you can sort of see in the middle of the screen right now, there's actually some silver-looking tracks. They're magnetic, so it's like being able to drive the cars up walls. Kind of like what I used to do to my parents. Well, my mum, because, well, like I've mentioned before, I don't really have a dad. Although maybe I drove him up the wall too much and he just took off. Who knows? In any case, back to the fun. So you can sort of see in the corner of the map, which should be, well, for me is over there. There's lots and lots of new tracks, new stories and bits and pieces. I've got a whole bunch of, actually, let's jump into the map real quick. Let's get out of this drone mode because loading screen's always fun. And if I quickly whip into this map right here, quiet you, I've got to learn to turn that stuff off. Now this little thing here that I'm sort of highlighting, if I can get my controller to stay put, is actually what they call a tank balloon. You're meant to crash into it. It's a bit of fun. It's just some big floating pinata looking thing. You know, it's always nice to make stuff explode. Got new drift zones, new experience points boards, different sort of quests or missions or whatever you want to call them. They actually call them qualifiers in this because you've got to qualify to be able to use a car that's got actually any type of power or prowess. The new story, which is, I'm actually going to say this is probably one of the best parts about this whole thing. You actually learn a bit of history about Hot Wheels cars themselves, how they started off and why they are the way they are. And if you're interested in anything like that, it's actually pretty cool. So I would highly recommend paying attention to that because, well, the history of Hot Wheels cars is a little bit more, say, entertaining than what you'd originally first think. Got some speed traps, more races. What else have I got while I flick around this map? Oh, there's just a hell of a lot of stuff. So, look, if you've got Forza at all, the add-ons are always awesome fun. Like in Forza 3, Blizzard Mountain, Forza 4, Fortune Island. I haven't got the Lego one, which I probably should get. But this one I've gone for the Ultimate Edition, so it has everything as it sort of comes along. I actually pay for the Game Pass, and one of my fellow YouTubers has actually recommended I play NBA 22 and NFL Madden 22. I don't even know if that's what it is. Big basketballs because basketball's kind of their thing, but NFL because, well, we like to watch, you know, big idiots crashing into each other. And of course, there's always, oh, quiet you, again. There's always a bit of fun when we play the NHL game because, well, massive hockey fan because, well, not because of anything, because I've been playing the game my whole life. And with any luck, I'll actually be going back to that in the very near future. In fact, I'm going to be going to Melbourne this weekend to do some ice skating, which I'll bring you guys some footage of that as well. And with any luck, I'll be able to actually head into the inline rink, which is the fresh, not frozen version of ice hockey, to be able to get back into what I've been doing and the sport that I've been fortunate enough to represent my country in. Bit of a brag there. Why not? Because it's not like we all have many things that we are tip-top at, and hockey is one thing that I'm, well, relatively good at least anyway. So, in any case, I'm going to get back into some racing. I'm going to leave you guys with some more footage of me just mucking around on the tracks because, well, why not? It's a hell of a lot of fun to make the footage myself. So we'll do that, and I'll be back with you guys real soon.
You have arrived at your destination.
Uh-oh. finale. PEI XC1 chassis, 540 cubic inch Chevrolet engine, 66 inch Terra tyres. It's a beast! Anyway, stunts please. This line has both amazing original designs and monster truck versions of classics like the Bone Shaker and Twin Mill. Now this is a Hot Wheels finale.
Alrighty, so I hope you enjoy what I've been doing on the video games. Now we're outside, as you can see, glorious Victorian weather. Anyway, I've got to fix this POS because, well, turns out it's broken its pipe. Problem in Geelong, you know, crack pipes and all. So we're going to go in, we're going to swap this over so it stops running like a bag of dicks. So, oh, now it fucking works. And anyway, thought we'd show you how we try and open it. So I'm going to do some work. I'll be back in just a moment. Hopefully this thing's running. Alrighty, so we swapped over the intake pipes. Now, that's actually a little bit shorter. You might be able to see if we get closer in. There's about that much missing. So now, the moment of truth. Let's hope I'm more mechanically inclined than I am technologically inclined. Maybe not. Nope. No go, Robbo. So it looks like it could be a bit more of an issue. We're going to have a bit more of a play. Hang on. Bring some bits and pieces around and have a bit more of a play. But that's where I'm actually going to finish this video off for today. And so, as usual, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next video. Fingers crossed, with at least one car working. If not, we've got plenty of virtual cars that we can play around with that don't blow up. So until then, look after yourselves.